All right, what are we doing today? Look here. We got a container yesterday, and I got it leveled up in the back with 6x6s and cinder blocks, so it's not going nowhere. Had to pay the guy a little bit extra because where we pulled it out from, the door would have been facing that way, and I needed him to turn it around, so this door would be on this side. I'm going to build me a lean-to coming off the top, probably 12 feet, 16 feet. What's all this mud? This is where I had to basically convince his truck and trailer to keep going with the Landini tractor yesterday. That's where hay's been getting dropped off. This is where hay's been getting dropped off for the cows and the horse, and it just never dries. So that's why it's muddy. What I did was I scooped a bunch of that old, just kind of cow poop and horse hay and mud, and I scooped it up and I put it in a big old pile over here near my watermelons. And I'm gonna show you what we got going on. So I thought it'd be a good idea to scoop that, for lack of better terms, manure hay pile up and put it over here around my watermelons for several reasons. It'll hold moisture in if we get a little drought. It'll provide some nutrients for my plants, you know, maybe a little phosphorus, maybe a little nitrogen, and then it'll also act as a weed prevention. That way we don't have grass and weeds and a whole bunch of other stuff growing up trying to rob the water from the watermelons. Now, watermelons aren't very susceptible to weeds. They don't care too much about weeds, but still, every little bit helps. So here's my pile. Yeah, so here's my big pile. And, what I'm doing, basically, that's a pretty good sized pile now, don't get me wrong. Look here. And so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of more or less moving it by hand, packing it in around these watermelon plants. Got some hay around there, and trying to pack it in pretty good. I'm gonna keep going. I just started, but you get the idea. See that? And kind of found something pretty interesting. There's a bunch of bugs in here. Check out this guy.
Yeah, it's a millipede.
It's a millipede.
Millipede.
Look at that. Is that cool?
Yes.
Oh, let me get him one more time. I want you to see him. Watch this. I think my camera's having a little time trying to focus in. But that is, oh man. You know, they don't stick very well like spiders. That's his defense right there, curl up in a ball. So anyway, so I was finding a bunch of bugs, and I thought, well, River loves bugs. I'm going to show him this. So he's been playing with this one. Here you go. What do you want to do with him? You need to go get a bucket so you can put him in.
Okay.
Go find a bucket or something to put him in.
Okay.
You might say, well, I have a bucket right here. What is this? Well, I tell you, farm just provides. If you're farming, look, things all work in a cycle. Things all work together. The horse makes the manure makes the fertilizer and weed prevention. The fertilizer and weed prevention make bugs. The chickens eat the bugs. So I thought to myself, I am going to get me a bucket. And because I've been finding grubs, worms, that big old millipede. And then I can have me a bucket and I can give my chickens some food. So I thought it'd be cool to make a little video. What can we find in here? So let's do that. Oh. Alright, that's a good bucket. That's your millipede bucket.
Yeah.
Let me see that millipede. There you go. Yeah. Now, throw this down in there with him so he can have some moisture.
Yeah, moisture.
But what I got in there right now? I got a worm. I got a big old grub in there. Look at that.
It's a big old grub.
Chicken's gonna love that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see what else we can find. River, help me find some worms and.
Okay.
Let's see how good you are at finding worms. River's got his Paw Patrol gloves on. And also I can just kind of, even though I'm just throwing it out there, the rain and the water's gonna wash it down because this is kind of a hill right here, and so that's gonna provide nutrients for all the melons. Now don't go hugging this stuff now. Just, yeah. Let's see what we got in here. I mean, this is just good old fun right here. Mama's in the house watching the baby. Bubby and Daddy are out here playing in the mud. Yep. See that hay? Hay, mud, manure, whatnot.
That's a big old boy.
That's a big old piece of clay.
Yeah. That's a big old.
And I've also heard of look at this little watermelon here. I'm gonna see if this one grows. Look at that little watermelon, River.
Yeah.
I got him packed in there good and tight. And I got about 2 inches of this stuff packed on top. This stuff's gonna stay wet for a while.
Yeah. You're doing 2 watermelons.
Now don't. 2 watermelons, what?
You're doing another watermelon.
No, that's not a watermelon.
What is it?
That looks like a piece of Bermuda grass.
Bermuda grass. Bermuda grass.
What kind of bugs you gonna find in here? I mean,
or frogs.
more frogs.
Yeah, we'll find a frog in there. Let's find a frog.
Well, we do have frogs that come up on our concrete pad every night.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Yeah.
But what I was saying is soil treatment. I know a lot of people have bad soil. I was talking to somebody the other day, and the guy had bad soil, and bad soil. Just over the years, just put his leaves and every year would put his leaves out in his yard and let them decay over the winter time. I did that for, I don't know, 5-6 years. And then all of a sudden, grass started getting better and better. What is that?
Yeah. See? That's not a bug.
No, that's not a bug. But you know what that is? That's a good little digger. Henry just hit the electric fence.
Yeah. Can I do it?
Yeah, you can do it. Henry, what do you think about that electric fence? What do you think? That don't feel good? Oh my goodness. It works, don't it? Yeah, it works, don't it? That's a good boy. That's okay.
That electric fence will hurt bad.
Look, there's a worm.
Yes, there's a worm.
I must have broke it. I don't know, but...
Yes, we can feel it.
Anyways, the chickens will find it.
Yeah.
There's a big old spider. Ugh. Do not like it. Good.
Right there. Right there.
Not having fun with that today.
No.
There's all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Or bugs.
But I'm interested to see how well this works. I've never done this with watermelons. No, I don't need that. You can use that.
No, you can use
Oh, I can use that? Alright, let's see what we got. I don't see nothing.
I don't see nothing either.
But I mean, that's just looks like nutrition for plants. Let's go over here. Go in between my hot wire.
I see a real spider.
Put it up under there.
Daddy.
That's gonna be nice.
Daddy.
Don't mess with that spider.
Can you stomp on it?
Yeah, I can stomp on it.
Right there.
Yeah, I see it.
I saw another one. Oh.
Oh. That's a bunch of clay right there. I'm probably not gonna put that on them right now. But after I'm done with this patch, I'll take the tractor and push all this to my spot here and then till it in. And I'll probably do that another once or twice over the winter time just to use what the horse is giving me. We don't have the cow anymore. You can probably take a good guess as to where he's at. But yeah. Should have, what'd they tell me? It's at least 500 pounds of meat. Which is pretty good because we had a farmer around us estimate that he was about 800 pounds, so.
So I can move it?
Yeah. Ooh. You want me to hand you some more?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna have a system here. I'm gonna just hand it right here and he's gonna pack it around. Little farmer boy. Could put that on some watermelons. Put it up. Don't put it on the leaves though.
Okay.
Put it up under the leaves.
Like this.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to do some more?
Under the watermelon.
There you go. That's how you do it.
That's some mud.
Keep going. Yeah. See that wet hay?
Yeah, what hay?
Go put that down in the middle, on the middle one somewhere. Alright, so I'll show you this real quick. Alright, this is a hill. This is a hill. This is what my granddaddy calls a hill of watermelons. Plant 5 or 6 seeds together. This is a hill about a whole length apart. Well, you see the size of them. You see, 3 or 4 plants. There's a hill. Well, look at this. Look at this big old group of watermelons. What happened? What happened right there? Well, how did all those watermelons get there, Bubby?
But you grow.
Yeah.
You grow.
That's because you planted them there.
Yeah.
Because you spilled over the jar of seed.
You saw seeds.
So
That's when I make them.
that's when you make them.
Can you get me out?
You want to get out?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Out!
What happened?
It shocked me. I think I shocked my camera. All right, anyways, we love you. God bless. We'll make some more fun later. So we just dumped a bucket in here that had these worms in it and grubs. And these chickens are going crazy over them. Look at that. You can see. That's good stuff. Back up, buddy. They're eating. They're having a good time.
Yeah. They're having. You didn't see him there.
Yeah, and that was just a little tiny bucket. You can see I threw some of that manure hay in here a couple days ago, just a handful, and they just scatter it out and just play and scratch. Back up, River, back up. We're not going in there. We'll get some more and we'll do it again. We'll take another video of me dumping them out.